Welcome to dinnerwithjp.com. It's JP again, and tonight what we're doing is couscous. So let's go through the ingredient again and see what we've got here tonight. So we've got some sun-dried tomato paste. We've got some olive oil, extra virgin. We've got some chili powder, paprika. We've got some black peppercorns. We've got some Tabasco sauce. We've got some cube stock, so we've got lamb stock, 2 of them. We got some salt, of course. Carrot, cauliflower, broccoli, the bags, basically pre-prepared bags. We've got an onion. We've got garlic. We've got tomatoes. We've got couscous, 250 grams, which is basically a full-size cup. And to finish, we've got our lamb. Okay, so let's put the ingredients around. Let's put this here. And let's get my pan. So tonight I'm using the big pan. Again, there we go. So, what we're going to start doing, I mean, the couscous is actually very, very easy. It's not going to take us long to do the couscous tonight, but it takes about 15-20 minutes to cook. So again, as usual, we will pause the video. You can go and have a glass of wine or watch TV or whatever you want and come back, and then we press again, then it will be nearly ready. Okay, so as we always do, let's start cutting the onion. Oh. If I take the right knife, it's much better. By the way, this is a ceramic knife, which was a Christmas present for me from my mother-in-law. It's actually wonderful. Carol, thank you very much. This is great. It's lovely, and it's so much better than a normal knife. Apparently, they have to put a piece of metal in the arm because so otherwise you could actually take it through the custom at the airport. But really good. I've got normal knives as well, of course, but this is a little bit of a treat. It's made by Couscous, which I saw they were only making printers, but they're not. So let's do the onion. So, yeah. And I'm going to try not to cry tonight. There we go. So the onion is. There you go. Don't forget again, if I'm going too fast, as usual, just press pause and start again whenever you're ready so you can cook with me at the same pace. So we cut the onion as we always do, small pieces, not too small, as I say, because otherwise you can't taste it. There we go. Now I love onion and garlic. It's amazing how much taste you get when you use onion and garlic. I absolutely love it. That's it. So let's do the garlic. You know, it's my favorite part. I will buy one night, just to prove my point, some pre-cut, pre-peeled garlic. I think that would be wonderful. But as I say, it's a pound. But hey, this is my least favorite job of cooking. Wouldn't it be wonderful to live in a world where you have everything done for you? So everything is pre-peeled and pre-cut, and just all you need to do is to put it together. That would be absolutely. Actually, I need to speak to my other half. Maybe he could do that for me. I know my friend James is watching tonight, so say hi to James. Say hi to my mum and dad as well, which are big fan from France. I've got people in Australia who actually are as well watching the video from Australia, I believe, which is amazing. That's the power of YouTube, which is great. You can watch it all over the world. And hopefully major supermarket will watch me and decide this is a great opportunity. We can use all your product. Why not? Okay. So done the garlic. So let's cut the garlic in small pieces. As I said, not too small because you want to be able to test them in the couscous. There we go. Now, what we're going to do, as usual, we take our pan and we put some olive oil. Enough just to cover the bottom bit. Now, it may look a lot, but it's actually just probably a teaspoon, a soup spoon of olive oil. So then you put the garlic and the onions in the pan. Try not to put it all over the floor like it's just done. There we go. And then we're going to put it on the fire. So if you got a gas heater, it actually goes much quicker than an electric stove. So gas stove, you be careful not to burn the onion and the garlic. So a good mix around. Make sure it's all impregnated with olive oil. Okay, so we've done the onion. So what we're going to do now is the vegetables. Now, for the vegetables, because they come in sort of big pieces, I'm just going to cut them in smaller ones, so half carrots, because otherwise it's a bit messy in the dish itself. So you cut the vegetable, like the cauliflower basically, what you do, you cut it in half. Just half everything basically. There you go. It's funny because when I was watching the news yesterday, still talking about the ferry, the cruise ship who actually sunk in Italy, and I went to a cruise ship a few years ago, which was something called the Thompson Spirit, which is not the same level of course as the one who actually sank. It's a smaller ship, but actually it was actually much more fun, I think, because people were really relaxed in a small ship, in a big ship, which is basically like living in London on the sea with 4,000 people with you. So we've cut the broccoli and carrots and cauliflower. So the last thing we're going to do is to cut the tomatoes. So make sure you stir the onions and the garlic. There we go. I didn't put it on very high because I want things to cook fairly slowly. I will put it on high when we're going to start boiling the couscous. So cut the tomatoes in quarters again, then again and again, for big chunks. Those tomatoes actually look lovely. You can actually eat your thing. You know, you don't have to be too strict. If it was just me, I will eat everything before I cook it. So I have to learn how to restrain myself. My other half love raw mushroom, so when I cook with raw mushroom, I know it's going to be in the kitchen somehow, and try to steal them before I can cook them. So I have to put a sign now on the door, say, "Don't come in," which is quite funny. There we go. That's it. So the tomatoes are ready. I'm going to put this rest in the bin. Very good stir again. Always keep an eye on your onion, because if they burn too quickly, we don't mind a little coloration, but if they actually burn, they give you a very bitter taste, and we don't want that. Right. So we're going to clean the board. Again, as usual, don't hesitate to clear everything as you go, so you don't have to do the washing up at the end. Now, don't forget, when you do those 15 minutes pause, when it's cooking, just do the washing up. Or if you've got somebody else to do the washing up, even better. I don't have a dishwasher, so, and I don't really want a dishwasher. I quite enjoy washing up at the end of the meal. Right, let's open the lamb. So, there we go. So the lamb is ready as well. So I think we've done all the preparation now. It's nearly done. So let's put the lamb in the saucepan. Okay, be careful because, I just took it up. In the lamb, most of the lamb, they got a little piece of fabric at the bottom of it, which I just put this. And sometimes you're not careful, you actually put it in the dish as well. And that's quite embarrassing because then you have to justify why there's a piece of paper in the bottom of the packet. That piece of paper, by the way, is to keep all the juices in the box, basically all together, because there's nothing less attractive in a packet of meat to have blood running everywhere. Now, a little bit of salt, so as usual, sort of, that should do. So, and the salt, black pepper, a quite generous amount of black pepper. That's it. A good stir. Okay, now Tabasco. Tabasco. Normally in couscous, you use something called harissa paste, which is a Moroccan paste, which is made of chili and a lot of ingredients. Now, it's quite difficult to find now in the supermarket. Now, the only one I know is Waitrose who does it, but it's so expensive that I actually refuse to buy Waitrose harissa paste. A lot of things are cheaper at Waitrose. I'm not saying it's the most expensive one, but just that product. So we can actually do the same using Tabasco. So you put a few drops, okay, about 10 drops, there we go, not too much because that's quite spicy. Same again, chili powder, let's put soup spoon again, let's put a good 2. There we go. Oh, you can actually smell the Tabasco now, which is good. 2 and 3, and let's put the paprika. Same again, we put just 1 of paprika. There we go. So if you can't follow, don't forget, you can pause and start again whenever you're ready. So it's all going very well. You can smell it, it's lovely. Now, for the vegetarians, don't forget, we say we're going to, if you're veggie and you don't eat lamb, obviously, you can replace your lamb with a thread. I'm actually doing another one later, next week, the week after, with a thread for somebody who's vegetarian. Okay, so you cut it in small pieces like the lamb and do the same thing. That smells lovely. Now, sun-dried tomato paste. Now you want to put at least 2, very generous, and I'm talking very, very generous. Put on this camera. Soup spoon, let's put 2.5. We like a good tomato taste. Now it's amazing how the Tabasco actually comes to your cooking Tabasco. It's yeah. Okay, that looks absolutely lovely. Then we're going to put the veggies in. Tomatoes, carrots, and cauliflower. Now, a proper, if you go to Morocco or any of the North African country, couscous usually actually they put sweet prunes or they put apricots or something like that. I don't actually like it myself. I find it very, it's too much. So I'll do it without the sweetness. So we then give a good stir, which we've just done. Make sure it's all very nicely impregnated with the sauces, with the spices. There you go. And then we're going to put, again, like we did before for, I think it was the paella, 5 cups of hot water. So 1, 2, 5 usually cover the couscous, sorry, the meat, so, and the vegetable. There we go. So we got 5. There you go. So you can see it's covering everything. There's enough in there, and then you put it on full heat. There we go. So is your couscous now going to cook? So it's going to boil very quickly because we put hot water. Let's clear everything. So the last thing we're going to do is to put the cubes, lamb cubes. Now, traditional way is, excuse me, that's Tabasco sauce is really making me cough. Usually you put in water, hot water, and it does exactly the same thing. You just put it in like that. So just put it into the couscous. That's it. So let it boil. Okay, I'm just going to wait until it actually boils properly. And we are done now for the main ingredients. So we've done very well. It only took 16 minutes to do the preparation. So now it's a question of cooking. So from the time it boils, which should be any time now, you have about 15, 20, well, let's say 20 minutes to do other things. So I'm going to do washing up. If you want to press stop on your video and then start again in 20 minutes, and the couscous will be ready. Now, the last thing we will do is put the couscous in, but that takes about 5 minutes, so we can do it together. Okay, so it's nearly boiling now. So you let it boil. Make sure you give a good stir every 5 minutes. Otherwise, you can actually get stuck to the pan, and it's not very nice. So cook for 20 minutes, pause, and come back in 20 minutes. All right. Right. It's been now 20 minutes. Thank you for waiting. I've just done my washing up, so I don't know what you've done. But if you actually look now, it's ready. It's really reduced. It's cooked. So 20 minutes, that's all you need. So you reduce the heat now to probably half. If you go to a gas stove again, just make sure it's not too hot because it will actually burn the couscous. And the last bit we're doing, we're taking the couscous. I think it was 200 grams, yes. Then you put it in the couscous pan. There we go. So you mix it all up. It looks absolutely lovely. Okay, and you let it cook. Now you really need to keep an eye on it, because if it's too hot, it will actually stick to the bottom of the saucepan, and it's not very nice. Right, so I think we're nearly done. Just going to serve the couscous in a minute. So we went through all the ingredients, so very easy. I say about 15 minutes to prepare the couscous itself, 20 minutes for cooking, then another 5 minutes at the end just to get the couscous nicely cooked in the couscous. See, another. You can actually feel it's sticking a little bit to the bottom of the pan, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So don't forget dinnerwithjp.com every night. So if you want to follow and tell your friends, don't hesitate to forward the link. And the newsletter, more people sign up and better it is for the website. So we can follow on Twitter as well. Twitter for Dinner with JP. We are on Facebook. We are on obviously our blog, which is dinnerwithjp.com. Okay, so it's now, you can see it's actually ready. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a plate. Plates. I think my other half is here. I heard him coming earlier from work, so that's good. So we are ready. Make sure the plates are nice and clean. Okay, so you stop the stove. Make sure you stop it because otherwise it will stick to the pan and it's not very nice. Here we go. That looks absolutely wonderful. Lovely couscous. Now, it's what I call a wet couscous. Couscous can be lovely, but it can be so dry, it's actually not very nice at all. So it's ready to go. We're going to serve it to a soup ladle, as we always do. There you go, and you put it in the plate. Yeah, as I said, I had couscous before, which was so dry, it was not funny. There you go. There we see. So this is our couscous, ready to go. So I hope you will enjoy it. It took, well, a little bit more than half an hour, about 35 minutes for cooking altogether. So I really hope you really enjoy your couscous, and I'll see you tomorrow. You take good care. Bye bye.